At the weekend, Napier's McLean Park played host to the eagerly awaited NRL match between the Warriors and the Broncos. The Broncos winning 26-22 wasn't the only sour note, however, as 12 pitch invaders put the region's future of holding similar games at risk.
So we hosted the Warriors for the first time, been chasing the game since 2015, so it was great to be able to finally deliver the game, and we had 16,000, full house. We've got probably about 6,000 visitors in town over the weekend, so it was like an awesome night. And then we had a little bit of bedlam at the end of it, which has been obviously well talked about in the media, last 10 minutes, with a few pitch invaders. Really frustrating, really gutting from our point of view to see this sort of thing happen. Of course, it's happened at a few other stadiums around the country, and we really need to make a few changes. The NRL treat, their brand, and they want to uphold what they do in the way of delivering their events. And from our point of view, getting a game allocated to Napier, it hasn't happened ever, and we want to be able to host something in the future. But the NRL will look at this and say, well, do they or should they do that in the end? And it will jeopardise the potential for us to host again. So at the moment, there were 8 of the pitch invaders that got taken into custody, and they'll get a trespass notice for 2 years, but there's no fine or any other action that will come from that. So if you compare that with Australia, they've had in place for a number of years now a fine of $10,000 if you invade a pitch at a football or any sort of game, and that's the sort of thing that we need to see in New Zealand. At the moment, we have it for the major events, so the likes of the Football World Cup, and when we've had Rugby World Cup and Cricket World Cup. So there's a $5,000 fine or a 3-month imprisonment clause. But for these sort of games that happen on a regular basis around the country in stadiums, we don't have anything like that. And so we need to have some sort of something in place that's going to deter these pitch invaders from continuing to cause havoc.